What is going on? Wow. Okay, well, I was playing the intro thing and I didn't even realize I didn't even click the live button. What is going on, everybody? What is up? Oh man, it's Friday. What's going on? Time to grab a beer. Sold all my AMD cards. Oh man. Oh man, yeah, I got a haircut today, dude. So we're going for the mullet look. My hair's kind of short, so I got to grow into it. These are just some cheap Walmart shades I found, but I got some nice heat waves coming in. They look just like the pit vipers. So yeah, yeah, we're going with the mullet. They said I wouldn't do it. I'm doing it. And actually, hey, I have a suit that came in too, so I'll be wearing a suit. Wearing a suit, a mullet. Oh man, it's gonna be great. It will be great. Nope, yep, those are coming in there, Retro Mike. Oh man, when the King Terra tattoo on the forehead. Hey, it's yeah, you never know. It might be going down. It might be going down. You don't know. Oh man. All right. So everyone's been talking about salad, and actually they had a stream today. They had the state of salad stream with the developers, and it was a really good watch. So they have a new API that just came out for 4090s. What we'd like to hear. So the big boy cards are they're getting tested on right now. And stuff like that. So hopefully we'll be able to keep the workflow on the 4090s. I know some people, I've seen a lot of messages in Discord. I've had the same problems myself, but there is some fixes you can do to get, to get the old salad tossing up again, right? Hey, all set. How you doing, man? What's going on? All right. So before you even get into like installing salad, right, you need to go in your BIOS and make sure that you have svm or vt-d, which is usually the Intel name for the CPU virtualization in your BIOS. Make sure you got that. And then they also, some consumer grade motherboards, not all of them, some have IOMMU support. You want to enable that. You want to make sure that your resize bar is enabled. Make sure all above 4G decoding is enabled. Make sure all that stuff's enabled, right? That's all just in the BIOS stuff before you even get the salad. You need to do that, right? The next thing is you want to make sure your Windows 10, Windows 11, whatever it is you're on, is up to date all the way. And then the final thing is I tested with the newest drivers, and what was the version before the newest? 55.85. There's 555.99, then 555.85, and then 552.22. So those two new ones, garbage. Don't use them. Right? I was on both of them. I had one that was on 552.22 when I first started this. Okay, guess what? That machine's been solid. And guess what? I literally just went across my whole farm and just redid all of them. And a lot of them, some of them were 4090s, 3060s, 4070. I redid all of it to 552.22. And guess what? They're all working again. That seems to be 55244 is good. Okay. I went to 52.22. I wanted to go a little bit back. I just wanted to make sure that there was good compatibility, right? Because I remember it was somewhere in the Discord that they said the newer versions of of the NVIDIA drivers was giving them problems. Um, well, no, Craig. In this instance, you don't want to keep your NVIDIA drivers totally up to date because it's actually it actually could make it not work, right? Um, definitely cannot make it yeah, not work. Evening, Brandon King. Yeah, I was just talking to Brandon. Oh man, he actually he restreamed the state of salad today, so I'm watching that. I haven't finished watching it, but I've watched about 15 minutes of it. Some really good stuff. Bot Life Gamer says I tried 55244 and the new one, and after 1 hours they drop in profit. Oh, I'm using 52.22. That's the one I'm using, and it seems to work for me. I'm not saying that that's going to work for you 100%, but hey, that's what worked for me. Craig says he didn't. Oh, you didn't get a chance to watch it? Yeah, it's a good watch, man. They got some real interesting stuff in the works there at Salad, man, and they're really a bunch of young guys that are really smart. Um, almost. These are just some cheap Walmarts. He actually recommended a brand called Heat Waves to me, right? And later on in the stream, I'll show you the glasses I ordered because they're like Terra colored. I'll show you. But yeah, they're sort of like pit vipers. So Hawk said I wouldn't do it, so I'm doing it. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna be if the suit fits me. I have to try it on still. If the suit fits, I'm gonna wear a suit tomorrow night with the heat waves and have my mullet going. All right. It's gonna be great. It'll be great. It'll be fun. When the lady was cutting my hair today, she's like, "What do you?" She's like, "You want to do what? You want a mullet?" She's like, "I guess it's." He's like, "It's been popular lately." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Let's do it." Oh yeah. Oh man. So those are some good I would say practices for salad, as well as I have found that 64 gigs of RAM is really the sweet spot for getting good paying jobs, right? Because some jobs are like 32 gigs, some are, it bumps up the system memory up to like 37, 41, 47. Um, I was talking to Desert last night. He has 128 in his, and he had a 60 gig container on the memory load. It was crazy. He was making $7 on his 4090 for a little while. It was I was like so jealous. I've been chasing that $7 container ever since I started. I just can't get it. Tried everything. Thanks for advice on GT 1030 and T Force RAM. Gonna build my new salad rig tomorrow. Yeah, no problem, Retro Mike. Yeah. The secret G14 classified GPU is the GT 1030 100%. 100%. Yeah. Um so another tip, at least if you're finding that you're just like going from calculate to like you have a container and then it drops it, you have one, you don't, you have one, you don't. What I would do is I would pause salad and restart the computer and then restart chopping, right? um, that is a good solution to kind of help kind of give it a little bit of a kickstart. I have a more aggressive way um, that I'll probably share because that one's kind of a closely guarded secret. So I'll probably share it with my Kingsman because this one's like a nuclear bomb, and you don't have to worry about getting dinged as far as your uptime. So that one's kind of a trade secret. So can't be giving that out to everybody. On a serious note, if you're building a 64, 128 gigabyte RAM system and salary rewards don't work out, consider running a Solana node validator. Technically, you can run one without any collateral. Solana had high RAM requirements, but sounds like you guys are hitting those requirements. What what type of rewards do you get from doing a Solana validator node? Or is it just like one of those things that's like the Bitcoin node that's like it doesn't give me anything. It's just like a waste of money. Like, I get people want to support the network and all that stuff, but hey, man, I'm not building stuff for free. Okay, I'm plain and simple. Everybody here is wants to make money. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't doing nothing for free. I mean, unless you're like a diehard Solana fan, which I haven't met very many of them. Burn says I have two systems, 64 gigs of RAM, 5222, 1 terabyte SSD, 3060, 4090. Never haven't got a container job yet. Um, okay, so when you have bandwidth sharing enabled, here's another fun fact. I'll see. I think I turned off all the bandwidth sharing, but let's just see if I have bandwidth sharing on here on one of my things. Let me go look real quick. If I do, it'll be glitched, right? It'll so if you have bandwidth sharing enabled, it will just say that you're calculating all the time. But what you need to do is you need to go in and disable the bandwidth sharing, and then it will populate what you're actually making, right? It'll say you're making $2 or whatever it is. Um, I don't know if this thing's even making money, but let me go ahead and share my screen. We'll see if it's making money. This is the 3060, and I just restarted it on 52.22, like I don't know, like an hour ago. So it may or may not have a job right now. I just recently restarted it. So let's go check out the Dell here. So you can see right here on the Dell that it says calculating. So calculate. It has a little bit of RAM usage. It's using a little bit of the bandwidth. We got some GPU usage, like a little bit here. So let's go to performance. We're going to go down here to this bubble. You're going to click configure manually like this, and then you're going to tick this off. And then you're going to go click your salad button again. And then so the container probably hasn't loaded all the way. So if you were making something though, it would say down here that hey, you're making $2 a day. It's a glitch. So I turn the video bandwidth on until I find a job. I think it just helps finds jobs better. And you get to see your little star chef symbol when you have it turned on. So both systems show 10 cents a day. Okay. Burn, did you do all the BIOS settings? Did you set SVM and VT-D and IOMMU and all the virtualization stuff in the BIOS? If you don't enable virtualization in the BIOS, it ain't gonna work. So just keep that in mind. Don't use 3080 10 gig. It recognizes it as an 8 gig. Huh, that's weird. Really weird. Is that because maybe Windows is using some of the VRAM? Is that what you're saying, Static? I'm not sure. Hey, Aragon, what's going on, man? Did you check out the salad Twitch stream? You should go check that out, Aragon. I know Brandon restreamed it. I put a link in the Kingsman, um, VIP chat for the salad, the state of salad Twitch stream. You could you can see. Oh man, sounds complicated as f. What do you mean, CT Minds? It's not complicated. I mean, it's no more complicated than setting a flight sheet and overclocking AMD GPUs. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that. Aragon said she watched Brandon's stream. Nice, man. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I think salad's super easy. I mean, you got to set a couple BIOS settings. You got to update your Windows and put NVIDIA drivers on. I mean, really not that hard. Do you not have good bandwidth, maybe, Burn? I don't know if you're like on a really slow internet connection, maybe. Maybe that's why. Go into the BIOS change settings. Yeah, I know, but they're easy settings though. I'm not telling you to overclock your CPU. You know what I mean? That's we want. Oh my. Hey, I did have plug and play systems. I tried to. I was building and selling my AI workstations, and nobody wanted them. So now they're all in the garage working now. In fact, I have two more code secret GPUs going online tomorrow. So when it flashes, here we go. When it flashes up that you have goods to do work, it says I have 8 gigs. Huh. I don't know. Maybe put something in the salad Discord, I guess, for that then. Maybe. I'm not sure about that. Burn says he has 500 meg fiber up and down. Oh, well, that's plenty, man. That's it's definitely more than enough. Definitely more than enough. Definitely is. Okay. Can't wear these glasses anymore. All right. But if you guys got questions about salad or anything like that, it's besides setting up the BIOS, doing the Windows updates, being on that NVIDIA driver, I mean, there's not really a whole lot else that you could do. Um, Sometimes, hey, look, I had three 4090s last night have jobs that were like $3.50 and they're using like 85% of my GPU. You know what I mean? The 49s were like at ADC. It was bad, right? But hey, I pushed through it and now they're like on $6 jobs. So you kind of have to take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get some great paying jobs, other times you don't. Windows 11. Um, you could do you could check to see what WSL version you have. Um, if you go into your command prompt in Windows and do WSL space hyphen L space hyphen V, it should tell you what version of WSL you're on. It's a very little chance, very small chance that you're on version or you're on version 1, which you need to be on version 2. So usually Salad does that, but that could be a hiccup. Now I have one rig on Windows 11, and then I have the other rigs all on Windows 10. But I've had them all rented at good prices, so I know it works. Craig, I said to enable SVM if you're on AMD or VT-D. Those are the CPU virtualization options. And then IOMMU, but not all consumer grade motherboards support that or have that option. But if it is there, I would enable it. Um, and then what else did I say? That's pretty much it. Oh, and like above 4G decoding and resizable bar. Just the basic. That's even like some of those are even basic gaming PC settings that you set up when you set up your gaming PC. Like you're not telling anyone to do anything crazy. Um. Uh. Yeah. Let's see here. With salad, I don't know, Sam Fisher. You would have to test. But I think the CMP cards. I think the CMP 50 is a 2080, and that's not going to do you very good. I don't remember what the hundreds are. Are those like 3080s or 3090s? I don't remember the CMP line. It's been too long. Burn says, I've literally tried everything I've seen you guys talk about, weird stuff, and I'm stumped. Even wipe salad reinstalled, tried latest and back versions of salad. So if you're not on 1.5.5, you won't get any jobs. They said that in an announcement in their Discord that they are mandatory, made everybody be on the newest version. Um, that came out sometime this week. So you have to be on the new version. If you're not, then you're definitely not going to get any jobs. CT Mind says the problem is all my GPUs and I sort of have to buy a load of equipment to get into salad, more investment. Yep. Yeah. So that's kind of the thing is okay. So me and Matt's Boost, we had a long debated discussion in the Kingsman section there. But let's get into as far as like profitability, right? You know what I mean? Let's get into the numbers here. Everyone likes numbers, and let's go make money. Okay. Let's go make some monies. All right. Let me go to the website first. So and then I know I'm gonna give away my code secret GPU, but that's okay. All right. Okay. Let's go look at a profitability of what this GPU mines at and what type of profits you're looking at today, right now. Right? Let's go look at it. Let's go look at it real quick. Okay. And this is unrealistic because most people aren't at 10 cents. The national average is actually more like 14 cents. Um, so we're going to do it on the national average because everybody has different power. My power is cheaper than that. People live in California. I'm sorry, you're like at 40 or 50 cents, something crazy. You know, you got communism over there. Um, but at 14 cents on average, okay, this GPU here, okay, will bring in a profit of roughly 14 to 15 cents. That's only if you mine the most profitable coin every second of every day, which is really hard to chase that, right? And the second one is 7 and then 6. So okay, so let's just say you average 10 cents a day. 10 cents a day. We're just going to say an average of 10 because it's impossible to chase the most profitable coin and sell and get enough coins to move it. And we'll just say you make an average of 10 cents a day. I think that's fair, right? That's pretty fair. Um, so hold on. I have to stop sharing for 1 second here. I got to go log into my other rig here. My G14 top classified. G14 top classified. Okay. All right. This is like going to be crazy. I don't care what you're mining. I don't care. It's never going to make it's never going to make as much money. I'm not going to say it's impossible, it's improbable, right? Okay. So over here, this GPU right here, and I'll just say it out loud. It's the 4060 Ti, right? Say you even made the 15 cents. I'll even give it to you that you chase the coins 24/7 of every minute of every day. That's what you do. That's your job, right? Say you're making the 15 cents. No, no problem. Okay. We're gonna come over here. Okay. I make it 483 a day. I make 483 a day. In most instances, when you're using this, these GPUs produce more, right? So if it says it's like 483, it's usually like $5. You know what I mean? It's usually under what it actually does. So let's just take that for a second. Okay. And let's just say you mined everything for a year, right? A year. You're making 10 cents a day. Okay. 360 days. All right. So what, you're gonna make $36? I wouldn't say it's 365 days, whatever. It's because that's what's in a year. 365. So you made $36.50, right? $36.50 is what you made. Okay. That's what you made. If you make 483 what you generated in a year of mining, you'll make in 5 days or less on doing AI workloads for various, you know, Fast AI or any of these other platforms, Salad, whatever, right? Okay. And then everyone's like, oh, well, the coin might appreciate. Okay. Let's think about that real quick. Okay. So let me just get the old calculator out. Okay. And I want to do this. I want to do this math here. Okay. You think that dog shit coin's going to the moon. Okay. You mined it and it was 3650. Okay. In a year from now, let's just say 2 years or a year from now, the 3650 is going to, we'll say 10x. Okay. All right. You're going to be at $365. You know what? I'll even say a 20x. Okay. That's $730. Okay. On a 20x on a coin. 20x, $730. 730. Okay. 730 bucks. Okay. Now you see that this went down to 450. So let's just take this 450 times 365 is what? That's $1,642.50. Why are you mining? You guys wanted Ethereum. That's what everybody wanted. They want Ethereum. They want to make passive revenue. And then everyone's like, oh, well, you know, the crypto could go up. Okay, take the profit that you're getting from this and then buy the crypto because you can buy way more. It literally makes no sense to crypto mine right now. None. Zero. It's dead. Don't do it. It makes no sense to GPU mine. It's why? It makes no sense. It makes zero. If you just want to light money on fire, then just give it to me. Okay. All right. I'll just buy more of these cards and I'll do it for you. Right. Anna, did you see the comment I left in their Discord? I already said you were gonna do it. uh okay, so look, everybody makes good points here, okay? But I'm telling you, you don't have to break the bank in order to get into this, okay? So I'm gonna use um who's a good example? Okay, I'm going to use this thing as a good example here. Okay. He had lots and lots of GPUs, like a lot. He had lots of open air stuff, lots of 6600s, lots of 3070 Ti's, 3080s, like all these Octa miners everywhere. He had like a couple hundred GPUs, right? He had a lot, right? Guess what he did? He sold all of it and migrated over to this, right? It's a business decision. It's what model do you want to follow as a business, right? Like to me, it doesn't like as far as GPU mining goes, it makes zero sense. It doesn't make any sense. Yes, you can write off the electricity, but guess what? You can do that for this too, right? So, okay. Uh what's going to be your argument now? Okay, well the coin's going to 20x. I just told you that you're going to make double and a half what the 20x is if you do the AI workloads. 20 and a half times what a 20x on a coin would do. Okay, so 20 and a half or 2.5 times or 20 times what that's a 50x from what a dog crap coin is going to give you. No dog crap coin is going to go a 50x period. GPU mining is dead, Panda. I want you to clip that. I said that just so you would clip it. I didn't see your question. Hold on. Sorry, I was going on a rant. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's get back to some questions here. One thing holding salad back is though it's not supporting multi GPUs. It is on the roadmap though. It is on the roadmap, Mr. Craig. Well, you know what, Retro Mike? I could totally understand that, right? That maybe um it could be a conflict of interest for you. I don't know, what your company prohibits you from doing. If they do prohibit you from this, man, hey, it sucks to suck. I'm sorry. All right. I feel bad for you. I do. But that just means more money for me. Okay. uh um Panda, they just announced the what is it? Is it the Dream Booth, which is more jobs coming online for 4090s. So I'm really happy about that because I got me some 4090s. So I'm super ecstatic about that. It is good. I think but but see their prices are really competitive though. And the fact that their fee to like pay out is so much cheaper than Vast. I mean, I think these guys are killing it, dude. And this thing is really it could be scalable. Like just because they have a lot of things in their roadmap, right? Multi GPU systems and all this other stuff. But the thing that they have going for them is that it's easy to deploy, that it's user friendly, that anybody can do it. You don't have to be a genius, and it's easy. Fat Ace, I have zero equipment on VAS. Zero, none, nothing. Everything verified's gone, deleted. Everything's on salad. All rigs. All rigs are on salad. Nope. Did you get a Tesla truck? Hawk didn't get a Tesla truck. That's our CEO, Frank. Yeah, that's Frank who got the truck. And no, I have a Tesla Model Y. I don't have any personal experience with Nodes AI or Hash AI. Hash is it Hash AI? Hash AI from the last time there was a gentleman who was trying to get me to promote these two companies, Hash AI and Node AI, and I was trying to get the gentleman to give me more information or put me in touch with people, and then he just quit talking to me. So if I don't know the project and I don't know how to use it and I don't understand it and I can't ask questions to people, then I'm not going to promote it. Right. This guy reached out to me because he wanted to do some AI promotion stuff, but never put it on my channel because he never answered my questions. And he just like ghosted me. So I'm like, if he ghosted me, how am I having one, how am I know if he's even going to pay me? And then two, he never answered any of my questions or put me in touch with people who would answer my questions. So, yes, glasses are coming back on. Look at this. Good luck. Good luck here to Mr. Bird. He's like, no joke, no containers in 4 days. I could play on King's live stream, and I just got my first container. There you go. The king has spoken. Containers for everyone. uh Son of a Rabbage, I actually own Tesla stock. I do own Tesla. I own a Tesla that I drive, and I also own the stock. It was a joke that me and DJ have. I get the joke. Well, Panda, if you watched my videos, you would know how you would have a container. Okay. You would know this if you watched my content. Obviously, I know that my friends don't support me now. uh, all right, Panda. All right. I'll look. Look. Let's see here. Go here. There you go. Here, let's bring that salad chopper back up. You could tell now this system I put a lot of memory in because it's in a workstation, all right? And I have a lot of ECC RAM from my vast days. So I just loaded up and made it 128 in one of my AI workstations. I'm like, screw it. Just throw it in there. Who cares? See what happens, right? So it's using 43 gigs of VRAM right now. But you can look at the GPU though. It's barely touching it. It's not even doing anything. Like, I literally have like 6 of these rigs and an Octominer that's mining for Panda Raven coin on 6600s, and the thing's using like 7 amps. It's using like no power, like 0. It's the amount of money that you make from this is crazy. Mining, and I can just see Panda's just like, hey, hey, hey. I can just hear him now saying it in my ear. uh Typically, when you see the increase in RAM usage, then you can kind of know that you have a container. There is also a where where is it? Uh, there's and you can see here. Here's the NVIDIA container, but there was another one. There's another. Here we go. VMem right here. You can see here when you have this VMem go on, that's the container being picked up right there. Another way to, and then you can see how much like um system storage is being used by the container. If you go to, oh man, I'm showing you guys all my tricks here. Everyone's getting charged 49.95 right now. Okay, just you'll get an invoice and I'll just bill you. All right, giving away all my stuff here. So you go to your C drive and then you just go program data. You go to over here to salad, WSL, and then you can see the ext4, which is a Linux file format. And you can see it's using about 146 gigs of storage. And those will vary, right? Now, one way to know if your container is actively being used, right? Like let's say you had an issue like what was his name? Burn. Let's say Burn was having some problems. I would check here, right? And the reason I would check here is I want to see the date and time, and I want to see if it matches what it actually is. Because let's say this thing hasn't updated in like a day, the next thing you could do is a secret that I can't tell you because you have to become a member. There you go. uh, uh, Windows Solo D. What? What's a Windows? Any way to see what they're actually doing inside the container? Not that I know of, but I'm sure Retro Mike would know something. He's the smart one out of the group here. I mean, I guess you could just go in WSL and just do sudo docker ps, right? I mean, I assume that would work. I haven't actually watched this. Personally, look, I'm going to be honest. I don't give a crap what these guys run, okay? I don't care if they're like, if these are all just like Panda prawn servers running around my house. I don't care. As long as you pay the bill, don't care. Wow, dude, that would be, I want to see that. I don't know if they even support the H100s. That would be crazy. So yeah, if this isn't updating here, then yeah, you got problems. You're having major problems with your salad if that file isn't being updated. I'm sure you could probably go into Linux in the WSL and just do sudo docker ps, and then it'll tell you what the container is. But um, I don't know. I don't know how they react to like using like installing third party software, like maybe putting like NV-top on there, and then like you know looking to see what it's actually running. If it's gonna like create a flag there. Personally, I don't really give a crap. Everybody's really interested in what they're doing. Hey, as long as you pay me, I don't care. Now I wonder if you can have on what? Yeah, I mean, yeah, Panda, you can like CPU mine and stuff like that, but just you have to be careful with your resources. You definitely need to be careful with your resources, Panda. The CPU isn't as important. They said a minimum of 4 cores for 4090s. They said minimum, but customers are allowed to obviously want more than that. So more is better. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Why are you gonna mine? That makes no sense. Like, what are you gonna CPU mine? You gonna CPU mine like Zephyr or something? Like, just run salad and then buy your crypto. All right, Panda. Jesus. It makes no sense to CPU mine dog shit. It really doesn't. I know, Panda. I know you're miner forever. uh oh. Max is having ubiquity problems. Calling RPM Network Solutions. Calling RPM Network Solutions. Please, please get a hold of Max Voltage. Please. RPM Network Solutions. Paging Red Panda Mining. Paging Red Panda Mining. uh, oh man. Well, if you guys have any last minute questions, we've been going for like 40 something minutes, just kind of hanging out for a short little stream here, having a beer. Figured I'd just get live. I'm trying to do more content. Sometimes it's a video, sometimes I might go live, but I figured I'd just check in when I can. The lives are kind of a little bit easier because I don't have to like obviously you don't have to edit and like do all the stuff, but sometimes it works better for me. Um I'll be in Miami next Saturday, Craig. I'll be in I'll be in Miami Saturday afternoon. When will my USD moon? Well, what you could do right now is take those salad earnings and go buy some Nvidia stock because it just split. So it's kind of cheap. It's a well documented problem that hasn't been fixed. First alert is packet loss, and then Ubiquity loses IP address. Won't recover unless you reboot or restart the modem. Is that the SE? I'm glad I didn't get the SE then because I just have the regular Dream Machine, and that thing it works just fine for me. No frills here. No frills. We ain't paying no extra for frills. Yeah, I'm at the conference hotel, Craig. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't wanna I mean, yeah, I could have stayed somewhere nicer, you know what I mean? But I'm just like, this way I don't have to go anywhere, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's done. I just go up to my room, you know what I mean? So, it's just more of a convenience thing for me that I'm just doing it that way. Are you and it's not an issue with the router? Did you maybe just check the maybe replace the Ethernet cable from your modem to the Ubiquiti? Maybe just change that out? Maybe it's a bad cable? I don't know. I like to start with the easy things first. Yeah, yeah. See, you just stay up there, man. You just hang out there and then you just go up to your room, man. No problem. I don't have to be in a car ride for half an hour or whatever. Plus, I mean, Miami traffic is it's awful. I'm good. Yeah, and there's a lot of people that always hang out in the hotel bar and stuff too, so that's fun. The Mighty King OSI model. Check layer, yeah, check layer one first, the physical layer. Aragon. Most people don't. Most people probably don't know what the OSI model is. Dude, freaking look at this. Look at Retro Mike, dude, balling out, man. Staying at the Ritz Carlton over there at this game, man. Whew, balling out of control right there. Balling out of control. And here, I mean, here, I'll show you guys my salad, like like how it's been going up and down. And hey, it's been kind of bad for me today. You know what I mean? And like I said, I've had little hiccups and I've been tweaking stuff, so I get a lot of dips in my stuff. But now I'm just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it, set it, forget it, pretend it doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Here, let's go to the old share and screen stuff here. So you can see that it's like up here. Oh, we had a little problem here, and then it's going okay. And like, hey, we're making good money. Then we're like, oh man, this sucks. Like, hey, we're making good money. Oh, this sucks. And this is the time where I just like was having problems with the drivers right here. So we're gonna see how it goes. This is since I redid all the drivers, so it's going better, right? It's going better. So we're just gonna see how it goes. And then also this also comes down to like, how many container jobs and stuff they got available and everything like that. Yours looks perfect to me. I wish it was more steady, but hey, I'm okay with where it's at, man. I'm doing like 25 to 30 bucks a day. You know what I mean? It's good for me, man. It's okay. And like I said, it's not using a whole lot of power. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Yes, the big key, like Craig said, is the 64 gigs of RAM so you could run the bigger containers, right? Even if you have GPUs that are like 3060s, you want that 64 gigs of RAM. It's pretty important to have the RAM for salad. That's to me, that's like you gotta have 64 gigs. You could try 32, but if you're like doing like 16, I wouldn't even do it. Um, But obviously, there's going to be good times and bad times with salad. And there's going to be just like bass, there's going to be good times and there's great times. So you just have to kind of see. I'm going to see where this takes me down the road. And it works for me because it's easy to use, and to me, it's just like I just want something that just click, right? I'm busy. I work, I'm working a lot for the company, for Terra and stuff. So to me, my schedule is really busy. So this fits into my schedule. So I like it. So um you can always do stuff like Vast, and if you have the experience with Linux and things like that, you can always do that. Um I think Vast and Salad both have their strengths, right? Like, okay, like here's one thing, like the pay structure. And I'm not going to talk about the new pay structure with Vast because I don't have any idea about that because I was never in it, so I don't understand it. I haven't even looked at it. So I'm just going to talk about the old model. Right. So how you would put your worker on is you would have to set a bid amount, a minimum amount you'd want for your GPUs to rent for, right? Well, Salad kind of takes that out of the you don't have to know anything about that stuff. All you got to do is click chop. They advertise the stuff for you, right? So that can be a pro and a con. It could be a pro for somebody like me who I just wanted just to make me money and I don't give a crap, right? But if you're trying to squeeze every single cent or dollar out of it, then maybe Vast is better for you because you have the flexibility to list your stuff at whatever price you want to list it at, right? So there is pros and cons there. And then fee structure. I like Salad because it's like 10.5% at like $100. And I could pull it out whenever I want. I could have $500 in here, or I could have $400. I just pull out $100. I pay the 10.5%, and then I'm good. Right. Vast, you have to work a whole week and then you get like a paycheck. You're like a week behind for all your paychecks. And the old structure was 25%. I don't know if the new structure is any better or not, but that's the old structure, right? Was 25%. So it's as far as the payments go, they both have their takeaways, right? Vast is flexible to let you make a lot of money, but they also take a bigger cut. Salad, on the other hand, doesn't let you be flexible with the price, but they have a lower fee. So, and you make decent money on salad. You know what I mean? And you never know. I did hear at one point there was like $8 to $10 containers a long time ago. So you never know with them bringing on new clients that there might be even better, higher paying jobs for GPUs like the 4090s, like later down the road, right? So things can only get better from here, is how I kind of look at it. Uh, what's a top tier salad rig? There's really no so far per my testing, but see, I don't know how many containers there are out there. To me, the 4060 Ti is the best. It makes almost $5 a day. I paid $350 for it. It's making like 80 cents less than my 4090 right now, right? It's between an 80 cents and like $1.20 less than my 4090, depending upon what the 4090 is doing. I already had the 4090s and I owned them, so I didn't have to pay for anything, and I already owned the equipment, so I just put it on. But if I was going to get into this, then I would want the 16 gigabyte version of the 4060 Ti. 16 gigabyte, very important. Do not get the 8 gig. You will not do well. And you need 64 gigs of RAM, and you want a decent CPU. I'm going to say at least 8 cores, maybe even 12 or 10. Um, and hey, these Xeon workstations, hey, all the Brandon's rigs are all Xeons. They're amazing. I have Xeon rigs that have the 4060 Ti, 4070, 3060 in it. And guess what? They're doing just as fine as the 4090s. And those things are in 5900Xs. You know what I mean? And so it's just like having a badass CPU isn't paying me any more or less. That's just the hardware I had laying around. You know what I mean? Always use your hardware that's just sitting around first. And then oh, Crypto Craig, thank you for the 2345, man. King Starbucks one tomorrow. Thanks for the stream. Treat yourself to a nice coffee, bro. I appreciate it, Craig. It's been a long time since I had a Starbucks. I make my own coffee now, so maybe I'll have to go do that. We need that fresh express when we talk in the salad. Um, and then I would say in their Discord, they do kind of help people out more, right? With problems they're having. There's even a pin for you to use like the NVIDIA SMI command. It's like NVIDIA-SMI.exe, and it gives like a breakdown of what's going on. And then you could put a screenshot in there. And then let's say like you think there's something wrong with it, you could put it in the Discord, and they'll take a look at it, and they'll tell you if there's something wrong. Like, oh yeah, maybe your stuff's all like bunked up or something, and you got to like uninstall Salad, reinstall Windows, or whatever fix they give you. But the thing is though, is that they're willing to help you. Like the people from Vast, like Travis and the lead developers, they literally help no one. You only get help from the people who are willing to help you in Discord. Vast is very gatekept, where you need to have Linux experience or know someone with Linux experience to do it, right? So Vast is very much a gatekept community where I feel like Salad is more welcoming and more willing to teach people how to do stuff. Yeah, and the Salad Discord's pretty active, but that's probably because they have a lot of gamers in there. I'm assuming younger people, which is why it's a little more active. Um, but yeah, there's definitely pros and cons with this as well. Obviously, with Vast, you can run multi GPUs, but then you get into really expensive hardware like server grade motherboards, and like building actual AI servers that cost tens, 20, 40, $50,000. Where Salad right now is kind of more aimed at the individual GPU, which if you do it right, if you buy like a kit from Brandon, like his Xeon setup, that's like 227 bucks. The only thing you would need after that is an NVMe drive and a power supply and a GPU. You could just literally lay it right on the cardboard box and just run it that way. You don't even need a case. You could find AI workstations. I know the guy around me is selling them again for cheap, but you have to make some upgrades. He sells them for like 50 bucks, but it needs like a better CPU, more RAM, and an NVMe adapter. And yeah, you make some upgrades, maybe like 200 bucks, and then all in 250, you now have an AI workstation. So you don't have to go out there and go buy 5900Xs and 7900Xs and spend $1,200 on a computer. No, you could do this on a budget. I made a lot of budget AI rigs. I don't have any more for sale anymore because I'm using them now, and the ones I did sell, I'm not interested in selling anymore right now. It's not as expensive as you think about it. You may have to maybe liquidate some mining equipment to get into it, but to me, it's just like you I kind of treat my mining and my AI stuff as a business, right? And this is the problem with people when they buy hardware, right? Like mining hardware. And I know Panda's this way too because he just loves all of his GPUs. He just wants to just keep everything, right? Nobody ever wants to sell it. The people still got 570s and GT 730s, and they still got the 3 gig, 1060s and all that stuff. Like nobody wants to sell any hardware, right? The problem is with business is you need to learn when to make pivots to make your business better, right? It's like, do you want to make 10 cents a day or do you want to make $5 a day? I mean, I'm not Robert Einstein here or a mathematician, but I mean, I understand basic math. So it's to me it's just a no-brainer, but all I have is AMD cards. Well, Scott, why don't you sell some of the AMD cards and then go get some Nvidia cards? You know what I mean? Look, when I was a miner, I loved my AMD cards. I had 32 6700 XTs, 32 of them at one point. and I loved them, and I sold them all. I sold all my 6700s. I have some GPUs left, but actually I want to sell them. I have 24 1660 supers and I have some 580s I want to sell. Uh, is it 24 or 26 1660 supers? I can't remember. It's one of those. But it's just, to me, you'd be better off selling the AMD cards, buying some Nvidia cards, getting into AI than mining a Kapow coin. It's going to take you 30 times longer to make what you would make on AI. And look, this is, everybody got into this scene. Most people who are GPU mining in here, right? You know what I mean? Except for like a few of the rare old school people who've been in the scene for a really long time. But most people who got in here a few years ago, everybody's been in here since Ethereum mining, right? When everybody could make good money every month from their Ethereum mining, right? And everybody's just down. Everyone's like, oh man, profitability sucks and all that stuff. But you have another way to do it. It's here. This is the future, right? This is the future for your GPUs. It's just whether or not you want to accept it or not. So to me, and like I said, I treat it as a business. And to me, why am I going to mine dog shit coin that makes me 10 cents a day when I can make $5 a day? And even if I wanted to get dog shit coin, I could just buy it with my $5. You know what I mean? So I could have way more dog shit coin if I did it that way. If you wanted to be still and be in crypto, right? You can still do that. So that's just kind of my little rant. You know what I mean? My little AI rant. The future's here, guys. It's AI compute. I It's an alternative. Yeah, okay. I'll agree with you there, Mike. It's an alternative path, not a replacement. Um, it's just a matter of whether or not you want to walk down that path or not, right? And yeah, it's new. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of new. Some of these platforms have been around for quite a long time. And DMC3, there is way more platforms. There's Nodes AI, Hash AI, there's RunPod, Fluid Stack, Vast AI, Salad. Like there was another one I seen. Uh, I seen it on Google the other day. I don't even remember the damn name. It was another weird name. You're gonna see more and more of these AI marketplaces come up, right? They will come up. The demand for AI will only get larger. So, um, no, they did not, Panda. They did not, Mister Pan Pan. They didn't say that, but I just kind of go by like traditional, like AI stuff. Most AI platforms, like Vast or any of the other ones, they kind of say preferred is 2 terabyte NVMe for one GPU. You can get away with one, but I think you might have to trim it more often, right? But Salad automatically trims it for you, so you don't have to worry about that. But so far, I think the highest I've seen on the storage is like 173. So 1 terabyte should be more than enough. And a 1 terabyte NVMe nowadays is extremely inexpensive. except for red panda mining. uh, there is one of my rigs there, Goat City, that the hard drive was doing a lot of read and writing, right? It was doing a lot of that. It's I find that it eventually stables out to like almost minimal storage usage. Um I guess maybe after a year or maybe like after 3 months. How about after 3 months of being on salad, I'll run Crystal Disk on all the drives that I have, and we'll see how bad the um the drive is, like how much has it degraded in the 3 months of being in service. Well, I'm sure, yeah, but hey, man, I'm yeah, Mike. Eventually, they're gonna have to do that. Eventually, so will there be storage solutions like required in the future? Probably. Have they said anything yet? No. They even said that the new what did I call it? The Dream Booth or whatever. I don't remember what its funny name was. The new 4090 stuff that came out. They said that it does work with 64 gigs of RAM, but it also works with 32 gigs of RAM for storage if you have a 4090, right? And they're testing it right now to see if that all these new jobs for Dream Booth will also work with 3090s. So be sure to go watch the State of Salad stream. You can either watch it from Twitch or you can watch the restream from Brandon. He actually restreamed it himself. No, not right now. They do not support multi GPU CT. I don't know about if you're going to run it in like an SLI or like a bridge. I don't think so, and I don't know why you'd want to do that anyways. Um, Craig, I did a giveaway not that long ago, Craig. I don't have anything else to give away. I mean, this is what we're on, people. I'm on Coors Light, okay? All right. I literally reused all my hardware and I sold some of my Bitcoin to get the 4060 Ti's. So I'm not spending any of my own money now. All my money is getting saved into stocks, mutual funds, and precious metals. And I'm looking at traditional investing. I'm going heavy into saving, for the end game here over the next 5 to 10 years. Give away a beer. I'm not gonna mail away a beer, Mike. I don't even know if I can legally even do that. Craig, I'd take it. Yes, Zebra, but they did say that they are testing to see if the 3090s will run it and perform on the same level as the 4090s will, if it will be acceptable for customers. Oh, I mean, okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe we'll give this away. Who wants a faulty T-Force, 16 gig stick of RAM here? Who wants it? Like freaking retro, Mike. This guy, oh, he's killing me. Comment maker, let's go. Oh my god. I'm not gonna give away a faulty RAM stick. I'm not doing that. Uh I'm not doing that. Yeah, yeah, I know him. He would probably have. He's like, you know what? I could probably work it on my hot air station. I can get that thing to work. More salad. sign the sticker around. Sign it just POS. And then on the other side, I'll put mining king. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll have to think about the giveaway, guys. I know Craig, he's pushing me on it, but I've given a lot of stuff away on my channel, and I'm not saying I'm not appreciative of everybody, but I've spent a lot of money in giveaways. There was one time I gave away a 3070 Ti, and that was like $700. It was brand new. I just right now I just don't have the budget for it. Maybe I'll work something out. Um maybe I'll consider maybe mining Bitcoin to somebody for one day. Maybe I'll think about that. Scott Sheffield. Did you really buy those X80 cards, dude? Those things were so cheap. Those things were way cheap on eBay. I didn't have any money to buy them, you know. Um, Look, it's not like I can't afford it. I just choose not to. I like saving my money, and I like trying to only use the money that I get from my business ventures to pay for stuff, right? You know, like the AI stuff has to buy AI crap. Keep tossing the salad king. Take a look into Joy Stream. You can sync your YouTube videos there, like Rumble and Library. Uh, hmm, hmm. Never heard of that one. I've been seeking my videos there for a few months. Okay. Does it cost anything to sign up, or is it free? I don't know what the secret is with the GPU, other than it has 16 gigs of VRAM and it seems to do quite well. That's all I know. Why are you guys ordering like Caspa miners? Who does that still? Why? It's like 90% mined. Uh, you guys are just die hard Caspa miners. I hope everything works out for everybody in Caspa. I have some just as like a I don't want to miss the bus kind of a thing, but like I'm really not like a huge Caspa guy. Free to sign up, and then they even give you a $5 credit of joy when that sounds wrong, Retro Mike. They give you joy. uh, I bought a GPU for mine today and I spent way more than a K. So I mean, if you look, I started in this scene as a GPU miner, and it was a great adventure, and I loved every minute of it. Right, tuning the cards, buying cards, trying out different cards and all these different miners and tricks and everything like that, and flashing BIOSes and everything like that. It was fun. It was because I was able to tinker, right, and that's what I like to do. But I just don't I just don't think anything that's going to come close to this or Ethereum mining is in the near future for GPU miners. I just don't think it's there. Maybe in 1 to 2 more like cycles, it could happen. Hey, hey, Panda, you better not say that. And hey, you better play PUBG with me tonight, Panda. Okay. By the way, when Panda plays video games, and this is just a really weird thing, okay, that I'll just let you guys know. When you play video games with Panda, he's always a girl. Okay. I'm not trying to say anything by that. Okay. But he's always a female for whatever reason. And you can always tell which one he is too, because he makes her have red hair. Okay. It's weird. All right. You can tell where he is in the game, team. Like, where'd Panda go? Oh, there he is. There's red hair. uh, uh, oh, somebody clip it. Somebody clip it. There you go. I like redheaded girls. Oh man. Oh, somebody clip that. It's kind of weird though when we're playing PUBG because my character I have the guy wearing no pants and I'm always catching Panda's character just like looking at my package while we play. It's weird. Oh, uh-oh. Does the RPM Network Solutions, I think, is going from 4 stars down to 1 star. Mr. Red Panda Mining is denying Max help right now with customer support or an after purchase. Oh man, I troll him too much. I'm sorry, Panda. I love you, man. I'll stop. Oh, oh, too funny, man. Too funny. I need another beer too. I need another beer. It's gonna be a fun Friday night. You better be on, Panda. All right. You better get on. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate everybody. Is somebody else streaming tonight? I don't know how to do this raid thing. Maybe I'll figure it out. Is anyone else streaming tonight? Maybe Hawk or one of the other dudes. I don't. I don't. Yeah, Hawk's not going. Okay. Well, I don't know. Sometimes he goes. So I don't know. Oh, hold on. Epic. Clip it. I will remember that Red Panda. Wow. Help others, but Max, go F yourself. Oh, man. So bad right there, Panda. So bad. Um, okay. So Retro Mike, I'm gonna be honest. I am not subscribed to Mikkel or the DCA guys. Um, if you want to put a link in here, Retro Mike, so people can join, that's cool. I usually don't watch the DCA a lot, but I know Mikkel and Nemesis. They go live Friday sometimes. Did you? Oh, here we go. If you're interested, yeah, here you go. If you guys are interested in watching the DCA adventure with Nemesis and Mikkel, they're a bunch of the old school, crypto miners. They've been around the scene for a long time. Retro Mike has a link. Please go check them out. Appreciate that, Retro Mike. Um, all right, guys, have a great Friday. Have a beer, and hey, everybody, just have a good weekend.